Actually, I wanted to thank you.
What did I do?
You took my class. You challenged things. A teacher likes a student who participates and shakes things up. Makes class more exciting.
Thanks. Thanks a lot.
Keep it up. 5 coffees. If we don't challenge our leaders, we have no right to complain over how they lead.
That's a quote from my paper.
It was a good paper. You got a little lazy on the summary, but we'll go over it, okay? How's campus life?
Oh, Angela and I are in McKay, so small rooms, lousy food.
Welcome to college. Hey.
Hi. Oh, hey, Stuart.
Hanson, you owe me a paper. I don't believe in grades, but I'll flunk your butt. Hey, I was in the neighborhood, and we talked about going over the paper. So, okay?
Great. Sure, thanks.
All right. Angela, I don't have your paper, but we can discuss what I remember.
Oh, no, that's cool.
We were actually on our way to the student union. Why don't you go down there and I'll meet you down there later?
Okay. You two leave the door open.
Oh, get out of here.
Is that your mom?
Yeah. I was taken on Martha's Vineyard.
She's real pretty.
Thank you.
Here, sit down. Topanga, this paper was too good to fizzle out in the conclusion. You're too smart for that. Here, look. It is possible to cross the line morally and yet not cross the line actually. Now, that's vague. I don't know what you're talking about.
Why? I mean, the paper was on morality and ethics, and, I was just saying that there are definite gray areas.
Yeah, no, I know what the paper's about because, you see, I assigned it. I want you to be more specific. The devil's in the details. I'm sitting here with you, for example, right?
Yeah.
I'm your teacher, and I find you attractive. But we're talking about the assignment. Now, have we crossed a line?
I don't think so, no.
I'm your teacher, and I think you're attractive. And now we're not talking about the paper. Have we crossed a line?
What?
Okay. What if I said to you that I think about you? And I'd like to see you more than just on Tuesdays and Thursdays. See where it gets gray? When do you go to the vineyard?
2 summers ago.
Beautiful, isn't it? Okay, one more. We're adults. And, I'm telling you that I'd like to get to know you better. And that's what I'm gonna do.
Stuart, you're making me uncomfortable. I want you to leave.
That's not what you want.
What?
Hey, if I wasn't such a trusting boyfriend, this would look bad. How come you don't make house calls on me, Stuart?
Because I'm talking to the brains of the family. Hey, I'm gonna leave you two alone. Topanga, we'll finish this later.
Boy, you gotta love that. I mean, Feeney wouldn't be caught dead in a dorm room. Sean's right about this guy. He is in a whole other league.
I didn't like him being here. I didn't like it at all.
What's wrong?
You okay?
Stuart, hey.
Hey, Romeo.
Listen, can I talk to you on the patio for a second?
Corey, your paper was pedestrian. This isn't high school anymore. You gotta take chances.
We're not talking about the paper.
Yeah?
Yeah, Topanga's real uncomfortable about your dorm visit.
Why?
She thought you were hitting on her.
What if I was?
What if I was?
So, Topanga, what's your middle name?
I don't want to play.
Why not?
I have a weird middle name.
Your first name's Topanga. What could your middle name be, Shmoo Boogie?
Congratulations. You just got yourself kicked out of college.
You did cross the line. You used a position of power unethically, and Corey protected me the only way he knew how. Well, now it's my turn to do the same thing for him. You leave Corey alone. You make this go away. Or I'll tell the dean that you came on to me.
You came on to me.
What?
See you at the hearing.
Alright, some buddies. I was uncomfortable with this scene, okay? And I don't even have a daughter. So, can't wait for Jay to give his thoughts because he does have a daughter. But nonetheless. Alright, what is the lesson here? As Topanga said at the end, and I'll start there. The teacher used a position of power to try to get what he wanted. Look, somebodies, this is sometimes how real life works, okay? It's not something that is said out loud, but this does tend to happen. So, this is horrible, especially because this is college. And the way we got to this clip is the teacher, played by Fred Savage, Ben Savage's brother, he's open, he's free, he treats his students as equals, and everyone enjoys that. But nobody knew, especially Topanga, especially Corey, that the teacher was going to make a move. And again, why? Because he has a position of power and he feels he could get away with it. And by the way, Fred Savage, I don't like you. I haven't liked you since the 80s, alright? Because you ruined Winnie Cooper. Winnie Cooper should have been with anyone but you. She should have been with me. You didn't even prevent her from getting into that car accident. That still sticks with me. I'm never going to forget that. But anyways, going off on a tangent here. Now, thankfully, Corey was able to walk in at the right time, but didn't have any suspicion. Why? Again, if you have a cool teacher like that, you want to believe that's how people are. But what you don't want to believe is that's also how people are when they cross the line, which was what the paper was about. He definitely crossed the line. Now, I'm not fully sure what the line is or what the policy is, but I think teachers are not allowed to date the students, even in college. But you can correct me there. Somebody's put in the comment section to clear it up. But this just happens not just in colleges or in school. This also happens at work, okay? Let's say you're at whatever job you have, and this is your boss. Well, again, position of power. They're going to take liberties. So, here's two ways I see it, okay? If you and your partner, you're not married yet, but if this happens to your partner and you're there, now, if this is just a job and not a career, hey, I'm confronting the guy too, and if it has to go to the point where it's going to go to blows, I can get another job, okay? And I will, when I go get another job, I'll let them know what happened, and hopefully they understand, but hopefully not. Maybe that doesn't happen, but I'm not letting this stand, okay? But if it's a career, you have to kind of follow the steps, and this is where HR is about. But there's no guarantee that it'll go your way, because again, that person is of a higher position than you. That's real life, somebodies. It just continues to go with you from school onto your job. But nonetheless, if you're working at McDonald's, hell, knock the guy out, by all means. I support it. I don't know about Jay, but again, you have to realize the position you are in at that time. But definitely don't stand for it. Take whatever measures. If you have to go through HR and go through that way, please, by all means. You don't let the person get away with it at all, unscathed. If they don't lose their job, but they get on probation, okay, that was a win. If they get a slap on the wrist, I mean, it sucks, but at least it lets the person know you're not going to stand for it. This is very touchy, but you have to pursue the right way that is available to you at a job. Knock them out.
Now, as soon as I saw Fred Savage, it reminded me of what the stuff that was in the news about him. And I was like, oh, so he's playing his real life character on his show. Good to know, right? Like, the signs were already there. We just didn't know it. Just like the R. Kelly stuff. But neither here nor there. Topanga should have known. Because when there's usually young teachers and there's attractive people in the class, especially if it's college, depending how ethical they are, that will happen. But I do like what Corey did. I think he pushed him. I would have punched him in the face. But soon we stepped outside, he would have been knocked out to the floor. Period, point blank. I don't play that. But since he is in college, I don't care about getting expelled. Like, what you go to college for, you rarely get your job in that field that you're going to school for anyway. So I have no problem with him. If he wanted to knock him out, because Fred Savage's character was in the wrong, and he tried to turn on Topanga, which I didn't like itself. But this shows me a lack of street smarts on Topanga and Corey's end. If I'm walking into a room, if I'm Corey, and this teacher, for whatever reason, is in her dorm room, why? Now, I didn't go to a four-year college like that where it's a dorm, but why is the teacher in the dorm room to begin with and sitting on her bed that close to her? Now, I would have said something right then and there. So, but I always say, if you're going to do something, don't get caught. Don't get caught. Don't leave any witnesses, or don't be any around witnesses, okay? That's just my point of view. Like, I always tell my daughter, whenever a guy is talking to you, he's lying. Just take that he's lying, right? So I let her know that from Jump Street. And I said, you got two younger brothers. They're going to look out for you. And I most likely ain't going to like any guy you bring home anyway. So that's neither here there. Neither here there. I feel his character didn't get knocked out. He just got pushed. I need to see some bruising, some broken bones. I need to see something else that was going on there. But that's neither here or there.